Libra gang, gang, Libra gang, gang. Hey, Libra gang, gang, Libra gang, gang. What's good, my beautiful Libra gang, gang, Libra gang, gang? What's good, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be seeing what is coming towards you, family, lover, friend, or foe. Please remember the energies in the channel, in the readings, can go vice versa. Oh my goodness. Okay, so only take what resonates. Feel free to switch the genders, switch the roles, do what you got to do, and leave the rest, my beautiful Libras. Okay, so let's get into it. I wasn't sure if I should wrap my hair today because I'm just not really be trusting people, you know. No, it's okay. My hair's in a protective style. It's okay. I have my head wrapped right next to me because I was going to wrap it. Because it's getting so, like, fucking messy, man. It is what it is. I'm just doing my Libra thing right now. Just doing my Libra thing. So, my beautiful Libras, I hope you're well. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're staying fine, divine, and aligned. Okay, all right. So, what is the overall energy for my beautiful Libras? Oh, hold on a minute now. Sorry, Libra. I'm sorry, but, like, 1 second, Libra. Please and thanks. Give me a minute. Oh, no. Where is it? Where's my other earring? Oh, it's in my bag. Oh, yeah, because I went somewhere the other day. Okay. I wanted to put my earring there. It just doesn't feel right. I have another one, but it's not like loopy. It's like oval shaped. 1 sec. Is that going to work? I don't know. 1 second, guys. Sorry. I have to just... 1 second, people. I need to feel complete. I'm sorry, but you wanna feel weird. I'm a Libra. What can I say? It doesn't work as well, but at least it's there. At least it's there. Okay, cool. Now I feel complete. Right, so what's the overall energy? My beautiful Libras. Okay, we have also experience as the overall energy, and at the bottom of the deck we have also critical. For some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or an Aquarius, or you could have those placements. So there could be someone that's criticizing your experiences, or this could be you. You could be going through different things and you're kind of just analyzing and thinking to yourself, how can I avoid going through a specific situation again? You know what I mean? So I'm getting like learning from your experiences here, okay? Or this is just you living life, experiencing different things, and there's just somebody around you just hating, just critiquing, just, you know what I mean? There's always a fucking hater, man. Yeah, underneath that we have also loving. Be more loving. Yeah, also peaceful. Be more peaceful. Also kinky. Well, be more... Well, we went too far with that one, Libra. But yeah, with the also experience, I'm getting something about focus on your experiences, or there is something that you need to analyze, okay? Or you may be put through a certain type of experience to help you gain more understanding. Because, you know, sometimes... like a lot of people, they can have a lot of opinions, but the opinions are based on assumptions, or their opinions are based on like the little lack of knowledge that they have, you know what I mean? So it's very important for like you to be more open-minded, because you know what works for Susan doesn't necessarily work for Sally. What certain people's experience over here is not necessarily what people experience over there. It's like when I was talking about the education system the other day, and then someone had commented something, and I remember I replied to them. But you know, when I'm speaking about education, because I'm a qualified teaching assistant and also an adult mentor for English, right, and maths. So and one thing that I have learned is when I've worked in different schools, just around London, and different age groups and things like that, the curriculum is not the same. The way that people teach is not the same. And when I say school, I'm talking about 16 and under, because I know that through speaking to Americans and through, you know, dating them, speaking to them, having family that live there, when they say school, they just mean in general. They could be talking about uni, college, or whatnot. If they're like, oh my God, I'm going back to school. The first thing like you'd think if you're talking to someone from London is like, why are you going to school for? Like, you're too old for that. But that's just, you know, I have found that like overseas, through my experience, through speaking to people, not actually going there, but speaking to different people, is that like they do tend to like use one word to label a lot of different things. Okay, and then so that's where the miscommunication and the mistranslation comes in. Because like, for example, you know, if you're a black or Asian, it will be like African American, African Asian. Whereas over here, we don't do that. We're just like, we're black British and I'm black Caribbean. You're black African, you're black mixed. Like, you know what I mean? So I do notice that, like, where, depending on where you are, the way that you reference things are going to be different. And sometimes you kind of like have to understand that, because there could be a lot of people that are like criticizing certain things because they're not understanding or they're making assumptions. But you have to understand, like, people's level of perceptions is at the level that they're at. You know what I mean? Or at the location that they're at. So like, going back to what I was saying in terms of like me, like working in like mainstream places to places where that are private, what they choose to teach and what the kids are learning, what the adults are learning and everything is completely different. You know what I mean? So there's like a basic education system, but there's certain things that certain people do not have access to based on the educational institution. Is it a school that has more money than another school? You know what I mean? Some schools, they're learning shit that they teach you in secondary school, okay? Or some secondary schools, some schools, they're teaching you what you would have to wait to get to secondary school to learn. You know what I mean? And then some secondary schools, they're teaching people what you'd have to wait to get to until you're at university, because it just depends on the funding, it depends on the money, it depends on the area that it's in. Okay, so with the also experience and the also critical, I feel like a lot of people, they could be around you and they could be critiquing the things that you're saying or the experiences that you're having, because they are very narrow-minded. They haven't expanded, they haven't traveled, they haven't spoken to different types of people, or they just haven't experienced what you have experienced. So it's very difficult for them to kind of gain an understanding of what the fuck it is that you're saying. Okay, or vice versa, this could be you. I feel like maybe for some of you need to have more experiences, okay, or the divine is going to force you into an experience so that you can become less critical, or maybe that you need to critique a little bit more. Okay, so let's just see. But normally with the surrounding energy, that's kind of like outsiders, you know what I mean? But underneath that is also loving. So it's like the same people that like to critique and see us something, those are the people that love you. Or I always say, like, your haters are your biggest fans, because your haters are the ones that tend to give you the most attention. It's like, if you hate me, boo-boo, why do you keep coming back here? Why do you keep watching me? Why do you keep contacting me? Like, I mean, let's just keep it 100. You know what I mean? This is what people need to do. I'm also getting as well that the criticizers and whatnot, they need to choose love, especially when you're dealing with Venusian energy, because that is what we represent. So doing things with love in mind, being more loving towards people. Okay, but also experiences the overall energy. So let's see where this I go. Okay, this deck. I'm like, what deck do I want to use? You know, positive energy today. That's why I'm wearing yellow. Because, you know, we want to focus on the positive. Also, it's that Leo rising gang, Leo gang, you know what I mean? No, Libra, it's just Libra gang, but Leo rising gang, hey. All right, let's just see. For my beautiful Libras. This is obviously for all Libra placements, okay? Libras are the best sign, always will be the best sign. It is what it is. I said what the fuck I said. For my beautiful Libras. Okay, darling, we have Muse of Astronomy. I'm like, what did I write? It's a space, celestial objects, science, chemicals, physics, and atmosphere. Okay, so for some of you, you need to experience the world. You need to travel. For some of you, I feel like you can travel. Like, some of you could be experiencing astro traveling. So you're actually going to different places all around the world within your mind or through the dream state. Okay, so you may find that you know a lot about a culture, but you don't know how you know, because you actually haven't, like, researched it yourself. Or maybe you speak to someone from a different culture and then you say, it's like you just know a lot about where they're from or about what it is that they learn and things. And they're like, how do you know that? And I'm like, I don't even know, you know. Or I had a dream that this and this happened. They're like, oh my God, that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting. I feel like for some of you, you need to travel, or you keep communicating or coming into connection with people that are from a different place from you. That is an indication that you are supposed to expand or explore. Okay, if you are attracting foreigners, okay, you need to go to a foreign land. Okay, so yes, underneath that, at the bottom of the deck, sorry, we have Aquarius. Okay, so somebody here is very I want to say somebody's really into the sciences here, the atmosphere, the way that the world works. Okay, somebody could be into astronomy, not astrology, but astronomy. Okay, or astrology. Okay, but I'm getting somebody here is very much about science, about chemistry. I'm also getting a chemical reaction. So if it's not something to do with the sciences, I'm getting you cause chemical reactions in people when you communicate with them. Okay, but I'm getting something about humanity here because we do have Aquarius at the bottom of the deck, which says number 11, Saturn, Uranus, air, friendships, community, wishes, analytical, rebellious, and eccentric. Do I want to read for, because I know someone the other day asked me in the comments, like, when am I going to read for Aquarius? Just because Aquarius has come out, I might, but I don't know. I'm not promising you anything. Okay, but anyway, yeah, this is what's come out. Okay, so interesting energy, Libra, for today. I'm also hearing to pay attention to the atmosphere. I'm also getting that some of you are going to become world renowned through your experiences, or there could be somebody that wants you to travel towards them, or some of you have an opportunity to travel. Okay, like if you have an opportunity to work in a different place or a different country, a different location, go for it. You know, face your fears, broaden your horizons, especially if you have any Sagittarius placements in your chart. Sagittarius rules travel. Okay, foreign land. So that is something that you need to do. I mean, I know even with myself, like in Vedic astrology, my North Node is actually Sag. I don't claim that chart though because it's got placements in there of the signs I just don't like. Okay, I just don't. So I'm like, but you know what I mean? Like the chart is still a good chart. I mean, I have like Leo, fucking Venus, and Jupiter in Vedic astrology. You know what I mean? So, but like, yeah, Sagittarius, I'm like, but when I look at Sagittarius in the positive light, it's a beautiful energy. Do you know what I mean? So, so yeah, so that I could even be saying this for myself. Like maybe I need to like travel and shit and like live somewhere the fuck else. Okay, because you know London is it's just not where it's at, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's what I'm getting for some of you. You need to travel, you need to expand, okay? Or no matter where you are, you have an effect on humanity, you have an effect on the world, especially if you are in the public, okay? Or if you work in I don't know, maybe for some of you work for like the airlines or something. Okay, there's a job that you do where you get to travel, or where people all around the world have access to you. Okay, you may feel like you're not making a difference, but you really are, Libra. Okay, so beautiful energy. Again, somebody here could be into science. Okay, I'm getting somebody here could be some type of inventor or a scientist of some kind. Okay, maybe you're coming up with some type of creation. Okay, you're inventing something. Okay, we have Aries, what wanted to come out. Some of you could have significant Aries placements. It says number 1, Mars, fire, war, identity, sex, impulse, passion, and leadership. Yes, honey. Some of you could have number 1 could be your life path number. Okay, so you could be in your big boss energy. Okay, your opposite energy is Aries, so that is your shadow side. So for some of you could be tapping into that. Okay, or like I said, you have those placements. But yeah, I'm getting that some of you are very passionate. Okay, and whatever it is that you're passionate about, you need to just go towards that passion, okay? Or you need to lead people to theirs through their experiences. So this is really beautiful energy, okay? I'm also getting something about with the sex and the science, because as soon as I looked at the cards, those are the two words that stood out to me. I'm getting something about your sex appeal, okay? It's really going to help. Well, for some of you, you could be trying to study. You're trying to understand like what is sex appeal, or what causes a sexual reaction or sexual impulses, or why this, that, and the third. I'm getting someone is real, and yeah, also critical. Someone is real analytical. Sorry, I just saw some. Hello, Apple Pie Movement. If you're watching, I just saw her comment come up because she's the only one that comments in the membership. So I said, fuck you lot. I'm not reading for you guys no more. I thank for the support, but if you're not giving me feedback, I don't know what to read for, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, but anyway, so thank you. I just saw her comment. She just made me laugh. Okay, but what was I saying? Yeah. So yeah. Also, there could be a war on the world or something. That's just what I heard as well. I'm getting something global that may happen. I just heard a volcanic eruption or an earthquake. Because, you know, Mars is the planet of war and action. So there could be something that's about to go on worldwide. I don't know what's going on now. So I don't know. I just heard the weather as well. Somebody here could be a weatherman or something. What is going on? Okay, we have Seth's hat at the bottom of the deck. It says goddess of writing, knowledge, intellect, scribing, words, scrolls, ancient wisdom, and feathers. Okay, yes, somebody here has got a lot of knowledge. Like I said, with the ancient wisdom, there's things that you may know, but you don't know how you know them. Your ancestors are giving you that information. Remember, ancestors are it's Sagittarius energy, the ninth house, the higher mind. Okay, for some of you, you could be researching a lot. For some of you, I'm getting you could be learning how to write in hieroglyphics. Maybe you're really interested in like Egyptian, chromatic writing and knowledge and astrology and things like that. Okay, but yeah, somebody here is really, really smart. Really, really smart beyond their own understanding. Like, I feel like someone doesn't actually recognize how intelligent they actually are. Okay, beautiful energy. Let's pull one more row because this is really interesting. Also, there could be an Aries that is just very significant, or this is you needing to tap. This is you needing to tap into that energy. Okay. Or somebody is just really passionate about the planets, about the solar system. How many suns and moons are there really? Can we really believe that we are the only people on earth? As above, so below, darling. I believe that, like, because I was watching the nature program yesterday, right? And I hate bugs and insects, but I was like, I'm just going to watch this because, they are here for a reason. And I actually wasn't, icked out when normally I would be. The ugliest little creatures, but they were like so necessary and beneficial to the environment. And they created like these beautiful mountains. And like on the mountains, it kind of looked like this, and they had like holes in them. It was just beautiful, intricate work. And so the way I was looking at bugs was completely different, because normally I'm just like, ew, a bug, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was watching a nature show, and they were just basically showing what the bugs were doing and what they could do, and and so when I looked at them, I thought, isn't it interesting? Like, if you ever watched like a sci-fi movie, right? When you look at the creatures and the aliens that they design, they look very similar to like bugs, but just on a bigger, wider scale. So then I thought, as above, so below. And I thought to myself, if these little bugs are creating all of this, imagine like in outer space, right, or in different planets or different universes or whatnot, the tiny bugs that are really ugly over here, that's probably like what the aliens look like on a bigger scale. Or, because, back in the day, in dinosaur times, creatures were a lot bigger than they are now. Through evolution, everything got smaller over time. So I think that in other places, because the universe is infinite and it's so huge, there's probably like the little bugs that we have here, the bigger versions of them, they're probably what we look at as aliens, but they're not. They're actually, like, you know what I mean? That's just what I think, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I don't know, watching that program kind of made me think about so many different things, right? And it made me think about a particular movie that I watched, where there was a huge spider. It was like fucking huge. And it was in space with this man. And it was like, and I just thought, you know what? And I just started thinking about all these different things. So for some of you, I feel like your mind is just expanding, or you're just thinking about different things, or maybe you have actually discovered something. Maybe you can't tell people as well because it will cause a war. Okay, because I met someone, I think it was a few years ago, that worked for NASA. And there were certain things that she couldn't tell me, but like she confirmed a lot of the things that I already knew through my own mind, so I was like, okay, so, maybe you work for NASA, or you work for, the government or something. There's just certain things that but you can't say because it will just start like World War 3, 4, 5, and you know what I mean? So there's just a lot of things that people can't know because it will drive them crazy, or it will just start a war zone, okay? Is what I'm hearing. Making any sense. Your readings are getting real like different, which I like. We're moving away from the pettiness, and because we got that Aquarius energy, because normally this stuff kind of comes out when I'm reading for Aquarius. That's why I do miss reading for them, because they're on a different kind of level, you know what I mean? That you can speak to them about kind of like altruistic things. Some of you could have significant Aquarian placements. Okay, I'm not saying anything negative about my Libras, I'm Libra stellium, so I can't, anything I'm saying about you guys, it's a reflection of myself, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, we can go a bit more deeper with them. So I'm getting for somebody, you could be talking to an Aquarius or a scientist of some kind, or your mind is just expanding, okay? Or maybe your interest is going elsewhere. So you're not really focused on like petty things, okay, what everybody else is trying to make you focused on. Or because you're Venusian ruled, people like to put you in some box of like, yeah, you're Venus, so just stand there and look pretty and don't say shit. Bitch. Okay, yeah, there's that Sagittarius energy I was talking about. So again, expansion, spirituality, okay, your higher mind. For some of you, you're really ascending, okay? So beautiful energy, okay? Beautiful energy. Oh, 20 minutes already and we haven't even tapped into the cores. Well, you know how it is. You already know how I am on this channel. Okay, we have Capricorn energy. So for some of you could have significant Capricorn placements. And we have Cancer up on the bottom of the deck. All the signs are coming out. Okay. We have number 10, Saturn, Earth, career, reputation, power, influence, status, and ambition. Yeah. I feel like for some of you, these are two cards of power. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're having a huge influence on the world. Okay, whether like, it doesn't matter if you're in the spotlight or not. Your energy is affecting the world globally. So the things and the steps that you're doing and you're taking in your actual life is shifting the frequency of the planet, which is helping on a global scale, okay? So just understand how fucking powerful you are. For some of you, you could be a Capi Stellium, gang. Okay, so you could have significant Capricorn placements, or you could be operating from your 10th house, gang. You know what I mean? So you're just, you're just in your power right now, or you have all of this power. So just beware and be careful of what you do with it, because Capricorn's mantra is I use. Okay, so just think about what it is that you're using. I use my power for, I use this for, you know what I mean? Also, for some of you, it'll be beneficial to look at what you have in your 10th house. You could have Aries in your 10th house, gang. Okay, so you know what I mean? So you're a boss bitch or a boss babe, or this is what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Or you could be feeling very ambitious right now. Maybe your career is going to take off, okay? So this is really gorgeous energy. This is beautiful. There could be a Capricorn or an Aries that has their eye on you, that wants to connect with you, okay? Beautiful energy. And yeah, that's where the critical energy is coming from. People are just, I'm just not about the negativity for today, We have Cancerian on the bottom of the deck. It would be the Cancer that's next to the oh so critical. Unless some of you have Cancerian placements, okay. We have number 4, Moon, water, emotion, family, sensitive, nurture, intuition, and empathy. So I feel like for some of you, your intuition is on fleek. Okay, you could be really like, I don't want to say you're in your feelings. I feel like somebody on the outskirts is in their feelings. When you're just on some different shit, like, you know what I mean? Your focus is somewhere else. Somebody over here is just feeling some type of weird. Someone's just all emotional and shit. Now, for others of you, in a positive note, maybe this is kind of like your mother or something. Like maybe someone, they always criticize you, but, they can see that you're really powerful. You're doing really well. You need to follow your dreams. Maybe you want to travel, or you want to go somewhere, or you want to move. And then, your parents are like, oh, well, it's like when you, your mom could be a Virgo. I'm getting, for some of you, your mom could be a Virgo or have Virgo placements. It's like every time you tell her something, okay, or a mother figure, it could be like a grandmother or an aunt or something, okay, it's just like they have nothing, they want to say the worst possible thing first. It's like, oh, congratulations, well done, or yeah, you should go, that's an opportunity. Yeah, it would be like, okay, but what if this happens? What if there's a plane crash? What if they're like, what the fuck? Or this could be you, the person who's always criticizing. I doubt it's my Libras though. Okay, but you never know. But some of you, this could just be your intuition. You could be battling your intuition and like you're not following it, because with the oh so critical and the Cancerian energy, like what's going on? But I feel like there's like a Cancerian on the outskirts. It's just a miserable bitch. That's, Let's move on, Libra, because this reading is already long enough and we ain't even got to the fucking tarot yet. Already know that, man. I just already know. Trust me, I've been telling you about them Cancerians for a while now. Manure. It's definitely somebody from your past, because we have the muse of history. Past events, discovery, documents, artifacts, remains, nostalgia, and ancestors. Yeah, someone is very nostalgic over you, but you're worried about your ancestors, okay? You're worried about making discoveries, okay? Finding different artifacts and things. Some of you definitely could be, I don't know what you're into, but you're into something here. Or this, Cancerians they do rule the past as well. So maybe you're digging deep into your past, or you're trying to reflect on your past. Maybe you're criticizing yourself or your past actions or your past behaviors. Okay, some of you, I'm getting, because Capricorn and Cancerian are opposite energies. So somebody here, they could have a Capricorn North Node, which means that your South Node would be Cancer. So you have to kind of make sure that you're not in your South Node energy. If you're in your South Node energy, you're basically behaving like a Cancerian would. So, you know what I mean? It's just the opposite. So it's up to you to do your own independent research on what your North Node means and what your South Node means. Don't be lazy and don't rely on like readers and astrologers to tell you. Okay, you also, it's good for you to do your own research as well, because you gain your own understanding when you're kind of looking at things yourself. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? When you're too relying on other people to give you information, then you're always going to be relying on other people to give you your other information, and your mind gets lazy. But anyway, an Aries, a Capricorn, and a Cancerian is very significant, or it's just the energy, or it's those houses. You need to look in your 4th house, your 1st house, and your 10th house and see Wagwan. Awa. Please clarify the muse of astrology, darling. Okay, beautiful energy. We have the big chop. It says independence, new beginnings, and fresh perspectives. Yes. For some of you, like I said, your perspective is as, low as you are. Okay, it's at the level that you're at. If you're in a lower vibration, your perspective is going to be on a low level. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you want new beginnings. Like I said, for some of you, if this is your signal or your sign to travel, or maybe you need to embrace somebody coming and traveling towards you. Okay, or if you're thinking about expanding on your business on a global level, this now is the time. Okay, or maybe you're just learning and you're just teaching yourself about different cultures, about different people. Okay, just about different things. So maybe you don't have the means to travel. Maybe you don't have a passport. Maybe you don't have the money. There could also be different reasons as to why you can't physically travel somewhere. So you're going to like do other things to learn about different things. Okay, that's beautiful. If that's not it, I just feel like you're being independent right now. Okay, or you're doing something independently. So you could be doing something scientific independently, making your own discovery. Like you don't even realize it. It's like the guy who generated electricity from a rock. Some guy in Africa. I remember watching that the interview with him. Like maybe that's something that you're doing. Like you're finding natural, natural resources, and you're actually creating things from them. Be careful with that though, because once the government, everybody finds out. Because what happened to the guy who made, did he get assassinated or something? There was a man who made a car that was run on water. And I don't know what happened with that. But imagine if everybody right now had, cars were made like that. You would never need oil or gas or fucking fuel, petrol again. But of course, they don't want you to know that the universe provides everything. This is why they get people trapped on that money mentality, and we need this and we need that, when really, if you were smart enough, you would be able to generate and create things for yourself. Okay, but anyway, that's just, but they don't want to teach you those kind of smarts. Do you know what I mean? So when you are someone that discovers those types of things, I would say just try to keep that knowledge to yourself, because you're going to become a target and probably going to be fucking assassinated or something, or they're going to steal your idea. And then, you know what I mean? Just be careful. Yeah, we have the lace wig at the bottom of the deck, which says denial, deception, and foolishness. Yeah. So I feel like for some of you, you was in denial about something. Okay, you're going to uncover some type of truth, or this could be you denying yourself of your true self. Okay, so if we look at this in like an aesthetics way, this ain't she. This is who she truly is. This is her hair texture. This is her. She looks absolutely beautiful compared to this. Okay, because she's not embracing who she truly is. Not to say that if you look like this that you're not beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that she's honoring her natural beauty. And remember, this is an so natural hair deck. So, when I'm saying this stuff, it's not to offend people. It's just I found a clever way to teach people some things about themselves. Okay? But it can be read in so many different ways. But I was just saying that in the just to describe the pictures and the contrast here. This is somebody who wants to be true to themselves. Okay, they don't want to live a lie, or they don't want to keep attaching things to themselves that's not true. So this could be your way of thought. Okay, you know what I mean? You're just learning different things, or like I said, people are very critical of certain things because they don't have the same experiences as other people, so they can't really understand or see where other people are coming from. So rather than attacking, try to understand, or be like, oh, you know what? We do this like this over here. So how do you do it over where you are, or you know what I mean? But somebody is in denial, or somebody may feel foolish, or somebody may just look in the mirror one day and just think, you know what, I look foolish as fuck. Why am I trying to look like this? Like, you know what I mean? You know, or why am I looking at this from this angle? I need to kind of broaden my horizons. I need to change my perspective, you know. Yes! The high bond, it says intelligence, achievements, and know-it-all. Yes, honey, yes. So somebody here is educated, or they're educating themselves. They're learning more. Okay, this is beautiful energy. Okay, also, wherever you are, you may find that the education system is quite limited, or the subjects are quite limited. You may look and research somewhere else and they actually provide more information, or the subjects are more like they're broader. Okay, so that might be where you want to go. Or you may understand that something that you have been taught has been a fucking lie. Because this card just keeps wanting to come out. Okay? But some of you here, you have a lot of powerful knowledge that would be very like imperative for you to kind of teach and show the world. Okay? This is beautiful. Or you just know things. But I feel like you're going to be very successful at something that you're doing. A very successful teacher here or something. Some of you may open up like your own like school or your own little group, okay? Where you're teaching people like real things that they really kind of need to know that's really going to help them in life. Okay, so this is really beautiful energy. Or you're just teaching people what you're debunking the lies that people have been taught, and you want to like teach people real things. Okay, so beautiful energy. Please clarify, Capricorn. Yeah, beautiful. Your energy, the Afro Puffs. It says balance, choices, and pathway. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, beautiful. We have the Naturalistas. It says friendships, collaboration, and support. Yeah, like I said, you need to make friends and collaborate with different people, or this is what people want to do. They want to support you. They want to collaborate with you. Like I said, you can have the support from people all over the world. Okay, there also could be a Cancerian that does want to support you. They do want to come together with you, because this is kind of like the Three of Cups card, which is Cancerian energy, which was being celebrated. Okay, so some of you could be celebrated, or you actually may become a celebrity. Okay, but it's like whoever wants to support you is kind of like they're very critical. So it's like, if you're going to support me, why are you criticizing? Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't understand why the also critical is there. Or maybe someone is changing their perspective. Maybe somebody was criticizing you, but now they want to come together and support you. But just be careful with that. Because I feel like somebody wants to be your friend, or they want to collaborate, but they don't really though. Like, they might just want to know what it is that you know, so that they can like, or this could be somebody wanting to reconcile with you after being very critical of you, or of the connection, or of something that it was something that you were doing. Because I feel like you were very ambitious here, and you want to focus on, did I read this card? I don't even know. Sorry, guys. It says balance, choices, and pathway, but you want to take a balanced approach to life, okay? There's a pathway and a direction that you want to go towards, and the universe is telling you, yes, as long as it's balanced, as long as it's in alignment, that is the direction that you need to be going in. But somebody could have been very critical of your choices, or of the pathway that you're going in, but now they see how beneficial it is. And now they want to come together with you, or they want to support. There's a video I made years ago on my old channel, which was called First They Laugh, Then They Copy. Okay, I don't even think it was a reading. I think it was a channeled message. But that's what a lot of people would like to do. They'll laugh at your ideas, or they'll say that your ideas are too ambitious, or that they're too big, or that nobody's going to understand them. And then when they see that your shit is working, then they want to jump on it. Then they want to collaborate. Then they want a piece of the pie. But bitch, was you in the kitchen when I was preparing the pie? Did you provide the ingredients? No, you didn't. You laughed at the ingredients that I got. And now you see the pie and you know that it tastes good and it smells good. Now you want a piece. No. Oh, what? Make your own pie, bitch. Fuck you mean? Because these are independent energies. Capricorn and Aries. Capricorn monopolizes and takes over. Aries delegates. You know what I mean? Bitch, you do this for me and you work for me. I'm the emperor. You know, this is emperor energy. Capricorn is the industry energy. So this is big dick energy. Big pussy energy. Big energy. Big boss energy. Somebody's got a very powerful mind as well. They just be knowing everything and they're always right. And that's what the fuck it is. And that could be what it is as well. When you're very powerful, you're very strong, or you're making sense in what you're saying, there's always someone that tries to critique and say something. They're not in agreement or in alignment with what you are saying. It's like, okay, but let me just find like a pothole in your fucking story. Why, bitch? Because someone's in their feelings. That's why. All right, let's just move on. Let's see what the tarot has to say, darling. There's that Aries energy again. So we have the Three of Wands. looking at something from a distance, okay? Looking at your horizons, wanting to broaden your horizon. Yeah, the 6 of fucking wands. Beautiful energy here. So I'm getting success is in your future. If you want to know what's in your future, it's success. But you have to make sure that you are passionate. You have to make sure that you're open-minded. You have to make sure that you're always focusing on forward, always making decisions that's best for you and everybody involved, okay? You have to be open. But, you know, in this card, we can't even see the ship. We can see, I always said that in the last card, I always say, like, I'm not sure if these are hands of people that are, like, drowning or if it's, like, I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. It's almost like he's looking over, like, I can't even save you, people. I gotta do what's best for me. But he's waiting for his ships to come in. We can't see the ship. He doesn't know what's coming, but he's open to trusting in the universe. For some of you could have the gift of sight. This is literally someone who can see the future. Or there is someone that's looking at you and they can see how successful you are, or this person really admires you, or you admire somebody. It can go either way. But yeah, this is beautiful, okay? Somebody also may want to reach out to you as well. Okay, so that could be a card of reaching out. But this is beautiful energy. But he's looking towards the world here. And you know, it's funny because in the 2 of Wands, it's the same guy and he's holding the world. And now he's looking, it's kind of like he's put his creation out there and he's waiting for something to come back. So you could be waiting for a return on your investments, or you're waiting for somebody to come and see you, okay? Or traveling to you, or you traveling to somebody. Just take it how it resonates, okay? But this is beautiful. I see a lot of success and abundance in your future, or people really kind of like appreciating what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're saying, people looking up to you. Okay, there's a lot of red energy here, so the color red could be very significant. Or there's, like I said, there's an Aries that has their eye on you. Okay. Woo! Wait! Yes, honey. Oh God, I'm so good. I'm hearing so good, so good, so good. That's a song, right? We have the King of Wands. I don't know who this Aries is, but they're like, could be a Leo as well. But someone has got so much passion. Look at all that red. He's got red locks here as well. Is that braids or locks? It looks like, so somebody could be red. I'm guessing somebody could be naturally red as well, like naturally ginger. But they both have like red hair here. Okay, God, I have a thing about locks. I just like locks. I don't normally like long hair on men, but if it's locks, it's okay. I just like locks. I like locks in general. I was thinking about making locks myself, but then I feel like I'm gonna miss my curls. I don't know, but I do like locks, okay? But yeah, I'm getting that somebody is locked in, okay? Because I was, you know, why am I kind of holding on to locks? I don't know. So somebody could be locked in, or someone's locked into you, or this is you like mastering something that you're doing, okay? Because it's the King of Wands here. So that means that you have mastered your passions, you have mastered your sexual energy, you're confident, you're a leader, you're ambitious, okay? So this is beautiful energy. Or like I said, this could be somebody looking at you, really wanting to work with you, or you know, or somebody's very passionate about knowledge or about what it is that they know, or somebody's really turned on by what it is that you know, okay? Or you're turned on by somebody. I don't know. I'm getting like sapiosexual vibes here. But, you know, the 3 of Wands to the King of Wands, boy. But because that slapped right on Aries, it's like, yeah, there's like someone is like, they're just fueled and fired up, okay? Or this is how you get someone, or this is just you in that energy. Like, you're just ready to go, 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 go. What is at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, the Page of Cups. Oh, a little page. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there could be someone who wants to apologize to you. Because, you know, with that star energy as well, you could be very inspirational, or you're trying to heal people, or you're trying to teach people about astrology, or just different things, okay? Or you just have a very you know, you have a different way of doing things, okay? Somebody kind of like, I feel like someone didn't believe in something that you were saying, or someone was afraid of something, but I feel like somebody now wants to apologize, or they want to give a sweet offer, okay? Or somebody could be crushing on you, or you could be crushing on somebody, okay? That's too many cards. Please clarify the Capricorn. Yeah, the Hangman. Somebody's very enlightened here, or you enlightened. Or again, this is a card about looking at something from a completely different perspective. I know it's interesting because Pisces rules the feet. They're the last sign, right? This is Piscean card, and his feet is pointing towards the sky. You know, he has to ground his head. Okay, so sometimes you have to be flipped all the way around to kind of literally see something from a different perspective. Pisces, they can get a bit because, you know, they are not the higher mind. They are the subconscious, your psyche. Okay, they're the dream state, the illusion. So in order to ground themselves, it's kind of like, I need to get my mind like down to earth and put my feet up there, because, you know, otherwise their feet are just going to take them wherever the fuck they want to go. But our feet, we need our feet in order to kind of walk into, you know, to go in a certain direction. But the brain is what controls our feet. It's what controls the body. You know what I mean? So if your mind is out of balance, especially if you've got a lot of Pisces placements, it will be better. Like maybe for some of you, you actually need to flip upside down. You know what I mean? Maybe like lay on your bed and like hang off the bed. You know, like when you're, you know what I mean? Like hanging actually upside down, or do a handstand or something. Because that might actually help. Because it may ground you, okay? I hope I'm making sense. I just said that because Pisces rules the feet, but you see how they have to point their feet towards the ethers and their head towards the ground to stabilize themselves. This is what he's doing here. Why is he finding enlightenment now that he's in the opposite position? So like I said, what works for Susan doesn't necessarily work for Sally. Some people literally have to see something from a complete different angle in order for them to get it. Do you know what I mean? So this is what somebody's doing, or you've kind of got someone stuck here. Someone's thinking about something. Maybe someone's thinking about what it is that they need to sacrifice in order for them to kind of like follow their ambitions. Or this could be you. There also could be somebody that's trying to delay something for you, or maybe something has been feeling like it's been delayed, because, you know, Capricorn energy is like a slow energy, but Capricorn is a late bloomer. Like I remember reading that, like if you have Capricorn North Node, you tend to be like the last one that like gets their success or gets this, but yours lasts the longest. Do you know what I mean? And you kind of take over. Everybody else is like as quick as it comes, as quick as it goes, or they end up losing everything at a certain time. So like, you know, that's why I always say to people, like, you should be grateful for the development process and, you know, the steps that it takes to get something, because that's an indication of how long something is going to last. You know what I mean? Why do you think like a lot of the times when you get into connections and everything is quick, the passion's quick, you don't tend to last with those people? Because you're not taking the time to get to know, so that you can actually build a substantial relationship. Oh, well, we have the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, the Aquarian energy, Piscean energy, again, being free. Okay, letting go of something. Okay, going off to start a new beginning. So this is all about new beginnings, new energies. Okay, you're longing for something, or you're longing to do something. It's saying to go for it. If you want to collaborate with someone, or if you want to start again, then do that. Take that leap of faith. Yeah, because you have a lot of respect here. Underneath that, we have the crown. It says royalty, respect, and status. Now, we do have that envy coming with it. Hair envy, jealousy, spite, and cruelty, because you're going through a glow up. But it is what it is. People are going to hate, okay? They're going to hate. Sorry, guys, my fucking head is itching. Okay. Honestly, my hair is just so like, oh, there we go. So new beginnings, darling. Take that leap of faith. Okay? Or somebody wants a new beginning with you. It could be a Cancerian. If it's not a Cancer, you could have Cancerian placements, but if it's not a Cancer, then, sorry, then it's, you know, this is you also going based on your intuition, because you are at a balanced state. So when you're at a balanced state, you can follow your intuition. You can follow your guides. When you're not in balance, then you don't know if it's your intuition talking to you, if it's your ego talking to you, if it's the duppy talking to you. You know what I mean? You just don't know. So it's important, yeah, because this is what he's doing. He's trying to balance his mind on the card of balance here. Or put something into perspective, or he's trying to ground himself. I'm saying that because it's on top of the Capricorn and Libra energy, okay? So please clarify the free of, oh my God, I just realized this whole time I haven't put my glasses on. My goodness. Please clarify the free of wands. The star, look at this. Yes, honey, yes. Hey, yes, honey, yes. Some of you are stars, darling. You were born to shine. So shine, darling, shine. Okay, somebody sees you as an absolute inspiration, or this is you. Or like I said, for some of you, this is what you're into. Astronomy, the stars, the planets, okay? Atoms, how we're made up of. Or this is just, you just see star potential and talent in someone. Or you see your future, in the future, you become a star. This could be what you're predicting for somebody, or this is just what somebody sees in you. Or you are going to discover something. Like, so like I said, if any of you like are scientists or whatnot, maybe you're going to make a scientific discovery. Or someone is going to discover you. It just, you know, we can look at this in many different ways, darling. Yeah, you're going to make a breakthrough with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Now, this could also be somebody that wants to repair something with you, okay? Could be an Aquarius or a Gemini. It does not have to be. That could just be the energy. Or this is you repairing your heart or whatnot. Okay, so again, this could go many different ways. Okay, yeah, we have the Nine of Swords wanting to come out again. So who is this King of Wands? I feel like this is somebody who's very nervous to approach you, or somebody who's very intimidated by you because of how powerful you are, or how much knowledge you have, or how secure you are in your power. You know what I mean? Like someone knows that they can't take their power away from you, or somebody could be very nervous because you're very attractive. Okay, somebody could be very attracted to you and they're afraid to approach you because maybe they feel like you're not going to be attracted to them. Or, you know, like when you're just around like good looking people, you say, oh my goodness, I'm getting hot because this nigga is fine. I mean, I know how I am when because you know me, I like to stay to myself, you know. So if anyone can draw that energy out of me, I don't know. That's how I know it's like some soulmate energy, because no one can really get me like that. It's really hard. So if I start sweating and shit, now, I mean, if I start getting nervous around someone, like, God, I'm like, why is this person having this effect on me, spirit? What's really going on? So I feel like somebody is normally used to being very composed and quite controlled, but like when they're around you, they just get all fucking nervous and shit. But I feel like for you, it's because of your knowledge. Like someone is really intimidated by you, okay? Because they just, or somebody could be afraid of what it is you do know, okay? You know what I mean? Maybe somebody doesn't know what you know, but they're afraid to know what you do know from what you don't know. Somebody just doesn't know, okay? Yeah, somebody's like, woi, with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm like, okay, come on now here. Just stay in a position. Okay, with the Eight of Wisdom at the bottom of the deck, you are all up in somebody's mind. Every time I see this card and I say all up in someone's mind, I always hear that Beyonce song just every single time. All up in your mind. All up in your mind. I really love you. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Like, honestly, you need to listen to that song, people. There's a specific line in there that you need to, like, listen to. Okay, but they're going through it, darling. But I feel like it's like a sexual thing, because I'm getting like, but again, I feel like they're turned on by like your intelligence or how like strong and stable you are, or how you put yourself first. Oh. Now, this could also be somebody afraid to travel. Okay, you have this fear, or like I said, there's somebody that's critiquing you, or, you know, critiquing the situation, that's just implementing fear. They're doing that because they don't want you to go, or they don't want you to have this opportunity, or they don't want you to be with this person. So fuck that bitch, and fuck that, especially if it's a Cancerian. Fuck you, bitch. And come off of my reading. If you're the negative person. Obviously, if you're not, then not fuck you. Okay? This is the difference between being in our feelings and not being in our feelings. Okay? There's no need to get offended if you know that you are not the negative party. If you get offended and then in the comments, you're just telling on yourself. So someone can't get you off of their mind. They could be a Gemini, have Gemini placements, does not have to be. It could be a Gemini Cancerian cusp. Or they could have those placements. That is a lot. Okay, sorry, Spirit. Spirit was like, Leonie, okay, sorry. They did tell me I have to be a bit more nice, so. Oh yeah, someone cannot stop thinking about you, Libra. We have the Justice right there and the Ten of Cups. So this is a lot of fantasizing. Yes, I feel like this is more fantasizing. Someone's also getting choked up as well, or somebody is going to choke on their words. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting someone's going to eat their words. So somebody could have told you that they weren't going to do something. And then, no, somebody could have criticized something that you was going to do, but they can see that it's working out or it's panning out. So now this person is eating their words. And this is why somebody's afraid. Because somebody's afraid that you're becoming that big boss babe energy, or that big boss daddy energy. You know what I mean? Someone's afraid that you're actually learning things. You're getting your degrees. You're doing this. Like, someone's just afraid that you're going to become very successful because of what you're doing, or inspiring everybody all around the world, okay? Or, like I said, somebody's afraid to approach you for whatever type of reason. Maybe this is somebody who turned their back on you, but there's something that you said in this there's something that you said that this person either overheard, they saw you say, or you said directly to them that they can't stop thinking about, okay? With the Eight of Swords. Now, please clarify, like I'm getting somebody like rewinding something. Please clarify the Hanged Man. The Two of Wands. I spoke about the Two of Wands earlier, did I not? I said in the Two of Wands, you have the man who holds the thing. Here it is. Beautiful energy. So you're making decisions for your future, Libra. And to be fair, I'm not even really seeing your energy here. This could be somebody around you, okay? Unless you have these placements. There's a lot of Aries energy here. Like there's an Aries that is on you unless you have Aries placements, or you need to look at where your Aries placement is in your chart. Okay? Or where your Mars is at. But yeah, there's like, you have to make a decision. You have to make a choice. So you're choosing to do something for yourself, for your future. You're choosing to take the high road. You're choosing to plan for, you know, you just want to make good decisions for your future. And that's what you're doing. So for some of you, you have to put yourself first. Or somebody could be trying to decide to like come towards you, or maybe you're deciding to collaborate with somebody, or you're deciding to free yourself, or you're just deciding to just be open to new experiences. Yeah, you're following a divine path. The Hermitess is at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing follow the yellow brick road. You see how she's lit up there with rainbow, you know, to represent her connection to the ancestors. They are guiding her. She's believing in the unknown. She doesn't really know where she's going. It's all dark. She's vulnerable because she's got no clothes on, but she's got that light, which represents that guidance. Okay. And she's being guided by her wisdom, the Empress of Wisdom. There you are, Libra. So you could have gone ghost, or you're doing some introspection or some isolation, or you're trying to you want to know where how can I say, like, you're following guidance, but you have to go within in order to do that. So maybe you have disconnected from a lot of people because you just need to know, where is the right pathway? Where do I really need to go? What do I really need to sacrifice in order to get what I want? Okay, so you're following your wisdom, which is going to lead you to the Ace of Pentacles or to your North Node. So really beautiful energy. Yeah, and there's a Three of Wands again. Beautiful. Or there's somebody that wants to take a leap of faith to come towards you. It could be after they ghosted you or something. Or like during isolation, somebody's mind comes to you, or vice versa. Because they're kind of going towards each other here. It's like they're on a solo journey. And it's like, boom. Okay, well, this is you going towards your path to new beginnings. You're coming out of the dark to go towards the light, or vice versa. Some of you could have Aquarian placements, but it could be about a relationship. Just because we have the Four of Wands underneath that, somebody wants to take a chance from a relationship, or someone is leaving a relationship to go off towards whatever it is that they want to do. So just take it how it resonates. But there is a King of Wands that's really nervous or really afraid, or this could be you afraid of your success. Like, you know, when things go really well and you start to get a bit overwhelmed. Okay, so can we have some additional messages, please, and thanks? You're a beautiful person, Libra. Oh, someone feels like you're a beautiful person. And like I said, yeah, when you embrace yourself, you show who your true beauty. So this is beautiful. Oh, someone sees you as a beautiful person, Libra. So for some of you, you may like, when this card comes out, I kind of feel like it's you don't recognize the beauty in you. And I'm not talking about aesthetics. Someone can see your aura, Libra. They know that you're a beautiful person, or this is you. Or the divine is looking down at you. This could be the divine, you know, because you see the words coming out of her coochie. Mother Nature's giving birth to humanity, darling. So the stars could literally be looking down at you, letting you know that you are a beautiful person. This could be you looking up to the stars. Maybe you stargaze at night. Maybe you've been making wishes. Maybe you're talking to the divine, like, what the fuck is going on, divine? Can you, like, send me the right people, because what's really going on? It's saying you're a beautiful person. Just wants to remind you of that. And you can only be around people who recognize that you're a beautiful person, not people who are so critical of you, Libra. Okay? Don't say I didn't warn you. So I don't know who that's for. You need to put in the work. Yeah, exactly. If you want to get to this position, you need to put in that work. And I feel like for some of you, that's exactly what you're doing. Or somebody wants to put in the work because they want to work with you, or they want to connect with you in some type of way, or they want to, like I said, something about collaboration here and coming together. But I'm seeing a lot of independent energy. Maybe somebody likes the way that you're drive, like the way that they like the way that you do things independently. Or even if you do come together with someone, especially if it's in a work thing, you can express yourself individually, even though you're working as part of a team, if that makes sense. And don't say I didn't warn you has come up again. So I don't know. Somebody needs to take heed of some type of warning here. And then, yeah, you need to light a candle. So for some of you, that might be a way of how you, when you light a candle, you light incense, that's you invoking the spirit world. So I feel like you need to light a candle and sit down and kind of like talk to your guides. Okay. And they will lead the way. Or some of you may need to do like a protective ritual or something like that. There could be a Capricorn that's doing some spell work upon you. Or you need to ignite yourself and you need to embrace your inner sexy, Libra. Yeah. Who said you can't be a sexy ass, confident ass leader? You know what I mean? Oh, you're supposed to be divine. You're supposed to be love and light. So you shouldn't speak like that. You shouldn't curse. You show too much cleavage. Oh, do I? Focus on the message, bitch. Sure. Let's see what the gods and the goddesses have to say. You can embrace your inner sexy because you are a Venusian, Libra. Now, embracing your sexy doesn't mean you're going out there and you're fucking selling your tits and ass and being a gigolo and escorting and doing all those things, because that's not the work of the divine, okay? But it means that you don't have to hide your sex appeal just because it makes other people feel uncomfortable. Because with the King of Wands, you are controlled. Apologies if I just spat there. You are controlled. This is someone who has mastered that. This is not the night energy. The night energy, they can't, you know what I mean? They can't keep it together. They can't keep themselves in one place. Every dick or pussy that walks past, oh. This is someone who's controlled, been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, darling. I've mastered all of this. Fuck you mean? This is someone who could be around beautiful people and just act right. That's why I said, if you're someone that's like that, but then there's that one person that you're just, oh my goodness, I'm all flustered. That's probably, you're supposed to probably connect with that person in some type of way because it's an energetic thing. But that's if you're not used to someone being sexually attracted to lots of people. Okay? Like, you know when something is like meant to be, or you're supposed to go towards something when it makes you feel like you haven't really felt before, or something that you're not accustomed to feeling. There's a reason for that, so that you need to dissect that, explore that, understand why that is. Okay. So what have the gods and the goddesses got to say in regards to this situation, Libra? I don't even know what I want to call this reading. Okay, Obutala. This comes out a lot. I'm Obutala. I'm here to help you feel calm and relaxed. Let me fill your life with peace. Yeah. So there's no need for you to worry. And yes, Basset, I'm here to help you feel safe and protected. Let me guard you from evil. Like I said, for some of you, you need to be guarded because some of you, you're sexy as fuck. You're very irresistible right now. I am Harbour. I'm here to help you feel sexy and hypnotic. Let me make you irresistible. There could be someone that's trying. I do feel like someone, because, you know, the King of Wands could be magic. I do feel like someone is trying to project onto you, but... We have Sekhmet. I'm Sekhmet. I'm here to help you feel fearless and feisty. Let me feel you. Exactly. And then Ascentiwa. I'm here to help you feel like a natural born leader. Let me empower you. Period. Now, this reading is... Oh, shit. This reading is long as fuck, but I wanted to get through, like, majority of my decks. So if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. If you're coming in to criticize, fuck off. And then we have Indulge. Lord have mercy. Okay. It says, you deserve to be spoiled. Yes, you do, Libra. So I feel like you're going to be spoiled by the universe. Oh, for good Lord. If you ain't being spoiled by no one, spoil yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you have the means to do that, don't be like, you know. And then we have Le Ebony. That's my brand. We have festivities. It says a reason to celebrate. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be celebrating. I'm getting something about Christmas times. For some of you, you could be spending Christmas in a different place. Okay, or it doesn't have to be Christmas, the next holiday. So we just had Easter. Oh, happy Easter for those who celebrate. I'm like, finally, because remember I was saying I didn't remember where Easter was because, like, my mom has been buying Easter eggs for, like, the past month and just eating them. Like, she's just cheeky like that. Okay. And I'm just like, I feel like it's Easter already because I just keep seeing these Easter eggs, you know what I mean? She'll be like, oh, you know, it's on sale. Let me just stop it, mum. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, Easter was the other day. So happy Easter, people, for those who celebrated it. But, so yeah, the next holiday after Easter. Now, I know with the Americans, they do that 4th of July thing. Is it 4th of July, 5th of July? I don't even know at this point. But, like, we don't have any, well, London, in London. What is the next holiday in London, please? Okay, if anybody is here, because I don't celebrate the pagan holidays. So I only remember, like, Christmas because it's you can't not remember Christmas. So what's the next holiday? But the next holiday, wherever you are in your location, is going to be very significant. If not, you're just going to be like celebrating something. Okay, I see you coming together and celebrating with somebody or celebrating something or being celebrated. And then we have sweetness. You catch more bees with honey, a sweet or kind gesture. Beautiful. And let's just see if I can just get one more card out. I was thinking of going live later on today, even though this reading is going to be premiered late. But after this reading is premiered, I might go live to ask questions for the people who had questions in the last, in the last live and I didn't get to you. I remember, I think it was Latoya and Nativia, Intuition or something. I remember you guys, so I will answer your questions when I'm next live, but it just depends if I get enough rest tonight. because I was up till like 3 in the morning doing lives for you guys. And that's another thing as well. Again, going back to the whole like being on different time zones and things. If I'm doing certain readings for certain people or whatnot, that's why I'm always asking for the members, like, what do you want? When do you want me to do it? Because, you know, I want to be able to interact with them at certain times, because I have to sacrifice a lot of the stuff that I do and my sleep to connect with people. You know what I mean? I have to like schedule my day basically. It's like, okay, I'm talking to the Americans later or the Australians or whatnot. They're like 5, 6, 4 hours behind me and shit. So like, you know what I mean? So just bear that in mind, especially when you're booking. If you book a reading with me, like you may book a reading after 12. So technically it's the next day. So like if I say that your reading is going to come in 1 to 5 days or 1 to 3 days, you might have booked it on like your time, but your time's not the same as my time. So it might seem like it's taking longer. Okay, so again, using our logic and not being in our emotions and reacting. And where's my reading? Where's this? It's not time yet, darling. What do you not understand about being in a different place? Like, you know what I mean? Let's pull one more card, Libra. Because, bruh. Oh, we have the hopeless romantic. Okay, so this is a romantic thing. Someone's trying to hide their feelings because I'm not seeing any cups or anything. I'm not really seeing any union apart from the naturalistas at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like somebody wants to take a chance on like a relationship with you because they've been thinking about it for a long time. It could be a business relationship. They want to invest in you. Yeah, they want to collaborate because really like they're feeling some type of way, or this is you, or you're going to be really happy, okay, to kind of work on something. Maybe you're just falling in love with yourself, or you're going to make a beautiful loving connection through some type of partnership or through like you just being in your energy. You taking you know, charge. Yeah, the activist, you fighting for what it is that you want, fighting for social justice, social issues, okay, or like, you know what I mean? You are who the fuck you are, you're proud of who you are, proud of where you come from. Somebody loves that, okay? But yeah, the hopeless romantic, for some of you, you are hopeless romantics as well. You say, I just want to be in love and just somebody to treat me like a princess or an empress because yay. But not be like, you know, turned off by my intellectual prowess. Yeah, okay. Have I got some sapiosexuals watching me? Hello. Okay. Or if you're a guy watching this could be what you're thinking. Yeah, just as I said, if you are a guy, guys are like, hello, I'm here. Okay, hi. So the babe magnet wanted to come out. This is my King of Wands energy. So he's come out again. So for some of you, you're attracting a lot of people. Okay, people are like, they fancy you, Libra. You fancy somebody. Or like I said, somebody may want to heal. So I don't know where this is going now. And then we have the beauty queen at the bottom of the deck. So we have you're a beautiful person and the beauty queen, Libra. So if you're a guy, you're very beautiful. You're very handsome. If you're a girl, you're very beautiful. You're a beautiful person, Libra. So always remember that. And yeah, the color yellow. I was saying that today. Look. Although she's not. She's wearing yellow trousers. So the color yellow could be very significant. You need to tap into that Oshun energy. Okay, that Oshun, that goddess, that sensuality, that yas. Okay, darling. All right, I'm going now. But this is a long read. But I just want to keep pulling cards. I can't let you go, Libra. So I feel like someone can't let you go. Someone can't let go of your energy. I hope this uploads, you know, actually. Let me just hurry up and just pause this card just in case it don't upload. And it says, pissed as a parrot. Use your own voice. Yeah, so somebody needs to speak up and say what they want to say. This could be someone who has to drink as well in order to be courageous. Stay away from them people. You know what I mean? If you can only connect with me when you're drunk, then just don't be connecting with me at all. Because I don't know what your insides are saying. Drink some water and then come true. Hour. And it says angel anarchy. Move away from control. Okay, yeah. So somebody needs to relinquish control. Yeah. They just need to follow their guides. These are 2 cards of relinquishing control and following and having faith. One is following guidance and going within on a spiritual path. One is having faith that they're going to be, you know, they're not going to die when they fucking jump off the cliff type thing. So, you know, having faith in something, to have a new beginning, to let something go, to walk towards something or somebody. Sometimes I feel like someone is doing that to me, you know, like projecting so I can't get the words out. Well, I got them out, bitch. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? I should have worn my glasses as well. I think it's too late now, Libras. Is it too late? It's too late now. All right, well, bye. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Please don't hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if I'm too raw and I'm too real, you don't need to be here, babes. Toodles.